Hi guys, and welcome to your daily tarot reading for Friday the 2nd of October 2020. Thanks for joining me. I'm using the Tarot of the Witches. Let's see what these cards have to say about Friday the 2nd. Okay, so I'm just going to choose 3 cards here the way I always do. And just ask the cards, what is Friday the 2nd of October about? What energy does the day have to offer, and what will you be working with? First card, we have the 7 of Cups. The 6 of Swords. And finally, the King of Cups. Lovely. All right. So the 7 of Cups is really being able to decide where you're going to shoot your little arrow and what area of your life you're really focused on and what is it that you love right now. It's daydreaming, it's looking at your options and saying, I can pursue a number of things. What is most important to me right now? Is it love or relationships, career, health, spirituality, creativity, friendships? What am I in love with already? And what do I get to focus on? So there's immediately a sense of gratitude for things being good in your life. You've got such an abundance of love here that you get to choose what area of your life you're going to direct that love. So if you're already in a great place with your friends and you have 2 hours spare to spend, then make sure you call people, invite them. If it's your career and you're in a really good position where you have a bit of extra time to study and you want to look at doing something different in future, then you can take your bow and arrow and say, this is what I'm going to focus on today. This is the target, this is the goal, and I'm doing it for me. I'm not doing it because I have to or because society expects me to. It's something that I genuinely care about. I'm able to make my own dreams a reality, and I get to choose how I enjoy myself. So reading between the lines, you must be in a pretty secure place in terms of your needs being met, that you get to choose what it is you're going to focus on. I mean, when you're hungry and you have absolutely no money and no roof over your head, you're not going to ask yourself, am I going to spend time with my friends or am I going to walk the dog? I mean, you're going to look at, right, what do we need to do? How can we sort out problems and be effective so that we can have a roof over our heads, etc. This is kind of luxurious territory. When you get to choose what you love and how you love and what you want to do, things are pretty good. Okay, so the day really supports you and opens things up so that you get to choose. Then we have the 6 of Swords. This is a journey. Here we've got a kind of Monty Python looking thing. We've got sunrise or sunset here. Really nice scene with the moon and a river and a little mountain. And then there's disembodied foot with a wing on it, indicating a travel. That's what the 6 of Swords is usually about. The card in the regular tarot is 2 figures sitting in a boat and moving from A to B, and it's quite a difficult journey. Here we've got this limb here, totally out of proportion. It's so much bigger than the landscape. So your circumstances are really irrelevant. What's really relevant and what's present and big and bold is you. So imagine if the foot is that size compared to the mountain, how big the rest of the body is. And the scale just means that you are the thing that's important today. You're at the center of all of this. You're free to choose. You're free to progress, to move forward, and you're able to put your foot down wherever you want it to be. So you can land in Tokyo or you can be in South Africa or India. There's no fear. There's an abundance for you wherever you decide to go. So combined with this, you get to choose what direction you're moving in because of the fundamental motivating factor of what is it that I love and what do I choose to engage with today. So I'm going surfing or I'm going to visit a salt mine, whatever it is you love. as long as you keep that in mind and you let that motivate you, you're able to progress as much as you want to. The world is your oyster. There are no limits. You're on a journey and you can really decide what you focus on and where you put your energy. The circumstances aren't going to impose on you and say, hang on a minute, again, with the, Maslow's hierarchy of needs. Today, you don't know where you're going to stay tonight, so you need to spend most of the day looking up hostels, places to stay, so that you can sort that out. It's not like that. You are way on top of the circumstances. So I'm either going to take 2 hours to go for lunch with my friend, or I'm going to move and decide where I'm going to move today and make that a real thing, or I'm going to look at different jobs because that's what I'm interested in. And if that happens to be elsewhere in the country, I have the freedom to decide whether I want to do that job and move, or whether I want to look for a job in the current location, or if I want to move and then look at a job. The day is really about you and what it is you love and how you're going to get there. Not even, it's what it is you love, what options you have, and you're already moving forward. So it's just what direction you're kind of steering the boat. So either you're sailing towards this cup, which let's say is moving to Italy. This is spending time with your friend, and you kind of steer the boat and things are going in the right direction. So all you have to do is say, today, what would really please me is ... and then you just fill in the blank and do whatever it is that gives you a sense of joy and progress. I was speaking to a friend of mine yesterday, and in the astrology we have a full moon in Aries on the 1st of October, so the day before this reading, and it's a really masculine, butch kind of energy that's driving a lot of people, and you can see all of this red energy here, and that's fire. It's a masculine element. It's about you decide what opportunities are going to be available to you today. You decide what direction you're going in. It's your goal. You are in charge. You're taking control. You're the driving force behind this. Your ambition, your passion, your drive, your desire, you. Okay, so the ball is totally in your court. Yeah, you're in control of the day, and you have a lot of free time to kind of decide what it is you love. That isn't a waste of time, nor is it self-indulgent, because we have the King of Cups here at the end. And the King of Cups is someone who's able to love and be present for other people because he takes care of himself. And he knows how to be there for himself. He knows how to be in his feelings. He knows how to meet his own needs. That's really interesting because I mentioned Maslow's hierarchy of needs just now. That's like a sociology thing. It's just a triangle, and it's got these horizontal lines in the triangle, and it's just a pyramid of human needs, basically. So all of us, the biggest need at the bottom is that we need shelter and we need a roof over our head. Then next stage up is we need food to survive. Then we need human relationships so that we don't feel lonely, and it goes up and up and up, and the pyramid gets smaller and smaller and smaller, and at the top is spirituality and meaning. So again, this is the area you're operating in. It's really adding meaning to your life and deciding where you're going to be and what you love and what you focus on. So all of the other tiers underneath on that pyramid, food, friends, all of that, it's not going to, those things aren't going to demand all of your attention today. And because you're able to operate in that top pyramid, it works both ways. Then you're able to determine how you're going to meet your other needs. So let's say you love making clocks, okay? You're going to train as a clock maker today, and you're able to do that because your other needs have been met. You've got the time to decide what you really want to be doing. So you train as a clockmaker, you become one, and in future you pay your bills and you have a roof over your head because of this amazing job you chose. So it works both ways, and your needs here are met, so you get to decide what it is you love in this case. And he likes to wear red pumps. His choice, that's what he likes doing. It doesn't matter whether other people think that's acceptable or not. It makes him feel good. He's between the sun and the moon, so his identity and his fears are reversed. and they don't have any control over him. So he is whoever the universe wants him to be. He's like a channel for the universe that allows him to love unconditionally. And because he has faith and he trusts, he doesn't have to be afraid. He is what he is. He is, yeah, he accepts himself. He doesn't question his own kind of, he doesn't question his identity as right or wrong. He just feels that he owes it to himself to be kind and caring and nurturing to himself, because that's the kind of respect and love for humanity that he has for everybody else. He's a human being. He can recognize that. So he deserves as much love as anybody else in his life. So it's the chicken or the egg. Do you become this kind, loving, wonderful person because you're following your hopes and dreams and you're making progress, and that's why you're a happy human being? Or are you a happy human being because you allow yourself to make progress and to set your own goals, to satisfy your own needs so that you can help other people? Have you done things in the past? Do you have good karma that's built up? And because of that, you're being given good circumstances so that you can look after yourself and then again, turn it around so that you can be of service to other people. So it really doesn't matter whether it's chicken or the egg. You are in a good place in your life. Don't look a gift horse in the mouth, especially on a day like this when things are positive and the universe is saying, hey, you love you, we love you. What direction do you want to go in? What is it that you love? And what do you want to make bigger in your life? Yay! I mean, that's like the universe taking your order. What would you like today? Okay, here we go. Number-wise, we've got the king. That's a 1. 6 is 7. And another 7. 7 is lucky. 7 is a lucky number. 777 in those slot machines, you would have won. 7 in numerology is the mind and creativity. So it's your positive focus on things, this Mars energy of being driven and passionate, feeling that you have something to offer, you're loving, you care about certain things. All of that puts you in a really good headspace, which allows you to take positive action. And then 7 and 7 is 14. 1 and 4 is 5. And 5 in numerology is freedom. So because you're not mean to yourself, because you're your own best friend, you respect yourself, you have needs and desires that you're willing to meet and realize. That's why you're able to seize what it is you love and grab what you love. And that's what sets you free. Because you live the kind of life where you're like, hey, I'm doing what I want. And I'm loving myself and I love other people. I'm not hurting anybody. I'm making progress. I'm exactly where I want to be. And I mean, that's not something to complain about, is it? Having that choice and that freedom. I think that's wonderful. So I hope you have a lovely day. If you don't know what it is you love, or you don't know where to move, or what you should do for your work, or who you love, or if you want to be in a relationship or not, or where you should be living, what you should be doing. If you have any questions about your path in life, and really if you're unclear and you need some help, get in touch with me for a personal reading. I can answer those questions in a personal reading. I use the tarot, astrology, and numerology. Your astrology chart is super, super telling. It shows me everything from your life purpose, vocation, what's coming up in future via the transits. The astrocartography shows what areas are going to hold what energy for you. So I can look at all of that. If you would like to speak to me, just get in touch via the website, gregoryscott.com. Click on book your reading on the front page to order a reading with me. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, hit subscribe and share the video online. Have an amazing day and I'll speak to you tomorrow.